Building to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live. Hello and welcome to a football. Venue. That certainly on the bucket list of most fans around the world. We're at the Bernabeu. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And if things go in their favour, they will rubber stamp their status in this division for next season. It's Real Madrid taking on Real Madrid.
Yeah, they haven't had the best of campaigns, but they have a great chance today to secure their safety. They just need a good performance and the 3 points.
And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Eder Militao plays with Antonio Rudiger in central defence. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And lining up through the middle in attack today is Kylian Mbappe. Now just seemed to lose control there. Couldn't keep it in. And now a corner. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Well, he couldn't pick out a teammate inside the box. Eder Militao. And on to Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe with it. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Rudiger. Here's Valverde. Eder Militao. Federico Valverde. Well, a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. Oh, it looked really promising for them.
Really snuffed out the danger there.
Oh, read it really well. So, deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Real might threaten on the flank. Might work out. It could be for Mbappe. Oh, it's gone in! And that could be the goal that keeps them in the division.
Well, how important is that goal? They've just got to defend for their lives now, starting with the front players.
So the action continues. Will there be a quick response from Real? Vinicius Junior. And making the move to the inside. Courtois. Now Eder Militao. Well, when you're leading, you can afford to be pass happy.
They're just playing with them at the moment.
Eder Militao. On the ball, Rudiger. Aurelien Tchouameni. Tchouameni. A very timely interception. Well, what's the referee going to do now? Well read to win possession back. Tchouameni. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. And moving it forward. Lovely weight. Oh, could finish. Oh, it's gone in! And that might be the one. That might be the goal that keeps them up.
Well, it looks that way, but they still need to see out the remainder of the game. But you have to fancy their chances now.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Direct ball into the box. But it wasn't quite as good as it looked when it left the boot. Bellingham. Real using width to good effect. Opportunity. Oh, a challenge that simply had to be won. And beyond the byline, goal kick then. Trent Alexander-Arnold. And support available. Just straying offside. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe with it. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Well, he's given us away.
Yeah, he really did anticipate where that ball was going.
And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. Well, so far, at any rate, not the most... So the ball rolling again, and Real left with a real mountain to climb in the second half. Now counter-attacking possibilities. Well, annoyingly, nothing comes of it. Impressive build-up. A goal! And it seems they're truly cruising to victory here. 3 goals without reply. Possession 1. Alexander-Arnold. It's with Courtois. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger has it. Here's Valverde. Bellingham. And the flag was up in good time. It's offside.
Well, he should have realised that was going to be offside. That's a poor decision to play that pass.
Showing a good reading of the game. Maybe room here for the counter-attack. Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. Waited well. Excellent position taken up by Mbappe. Well, the keeper ultimately resolved the situation. Mbappe. Oh, a really confident stop in a challenging situation. And possibilities here. Can he put it away? Oh, a moment of pure class. Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just? A lopsided contest, 4-0. Well, that wasn't a great challenge. Well, they have the ball once more. Keeper under the cosh. Well, he's been ruled offside. Real in a good position out wide. Mbappe. Superbly read and executed.
Well, as you can hear, the fans think that should have been a penalty, but I'm not convinced.
A real opening now. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance. The promise of high-octane excitement. How could it be otherwise with these two quality sides? It truly is a special place, a stadium every football fan should visit should he or she get the chance. The Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Brock. Mbappe! Oh, he's done it! But hang on, offside is the verdict here. It's not going to stand.
Well, you can tell he thought he was onside here, but the assistant, I think, got it absolutely right.
Mbappe. That's how to rob them of possession. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe! There it is, the opening goal of this match, and what a start they've made.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
So a throw in for Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior. And Bellingham. And considerable space afforded Real Madrid. And just blotting out the danger.
Yeah, that's the way to snuff out pressure.
And teammates around him. The verdict is offside here. A friendly in name, but don't take it literally. A lot of meaning here for both teams. Hello, and delighted to have the pleasure of your company. We find ourselves today just a few miles to the north of the Marienplatz and the main Munich city centre. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And this is the day when every football fan is expectant and optimistic. Opening day. It is Bayern Munich taking on Real Madrid.
This should be interesting. New campaign, new rivalry, so much to look forward to. Let's hope it's a good game.
Mbappe! Oh, not to be! Stopping a certain goal. Luis Diaz. Kane. Harry Kane! Oh, he saved it well. Joshua Kimmich with the corner. Miles off target with that particular header.
Well, the defender did just about enough there. A difficult chance in the end, I would say.
Federico Valverde. Well, timed his challenge magnificently. And he has options available. And he really read that brilliantly.
Yeah, he read that brilliantly, didn't he?
Trying to force a mistake. Michael Olise. Now Harry Kane. Promising move this from Bayern. Oh, that was really quick thinking. Well, you never quite know who's going to dominate a game in advance, but I think you can maybe make an argument for this fellow, Stuart. What do you think we'll see from him today?
Well, he's the creative spark for this team. He can drift past defenders, he can pick a pass, and he's got that pace off the mark. And I'm sure we're going to see that again today.
And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Valverde. And finding the flow. Can he put them in front? Oh, a challenge that simply had to be won.
Yeah, top-class defending. That was a threatening attack.
Well, that is asking to be booked. And defending as a unit. Federico Valverde. Real Madrid regaining possession. Beautifully weighted ball. He'll have a go here. Well, it wasn't quite as dangerous as I thought it might be. And support available. But quick thinking defensively. Jamal Musiala. And he's through here. And that was goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
It's absolutely remarkable. His reflexes were brilliant there.
Elects to go short. Promising position, this. And punched away. Alphonso Davies. On to Olise. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. And decent acreage for Real Madrid to run into. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Searching for the angle. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Oh, great vision. Takes aim! Had the keeper to beat, but failed to do so in the end.
Yeah, but I'm surprised he went for power there.
Eder Militao. Here's Valverde. Well, the threat could be there. Really committed defending.
A slightly better pass and they were in there.
Luis Diaz. Vinicius Junior. Jude Bellingham. Well, that certainly wasn't a clean challenge. Over to the referee. What did she think about it? Intelligent ball, but into the keeper's gloves. Luis Diaz. A very good tackle. Asking for trouble, really. With that challenge.
Die Nummer 10, Musiala. Neu dabei, die Nummer 45,
Konrad Laimer. Excellent defending. Counter-attacking chance. Can they make it count? Can he give them the lead? And a goal! That will do it. They've been pushing for it, and now they've been rewarded.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
Real Madrid coming away with it. Bellingham. Now Eder Militao. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Aurelien Tchouameni. Here's Valverde. And Bellingham. Tchouameni. And with that, the attack breaks down. And there goes the whistle for half-time. A slightly stormy atmosphere here. And no doubt about it, that sending off has changed the vibe.
Yeah, the fans don't like it. They know their side are going to be under pressure now. It'll be interesting to see.
So they get the ball rolling again, and Bayern behind going into the second half. Can they summon the right response? And a Real corner, hungry for more. Taken short. And defensive play to be applauded.
Well, that was how to defend the edge of the box.
Alphonso Davies. And Diaz has it. And threading it through. Oh, denied by the post. Well, it comes to nothing in the end.
Well, Bayern will certainly be frustrated at the moment. They thought that was the equaliser. They've got to keep the pressure on now.
Well, they can't dwell on not getting the rub of the green. Perhaps they can create another chance now. Leon Goretzka, really getting stuck in. Vinicius Junior. And players waiting in the centre. Nothing for them to worry about in the end. Good defending.
They won the ball at just the right time there.
Well, that's asking for a yellow card. Tar. Still trailing, but they keep it moving. Really good build-up, but no end product. Bellingham. Oh, danger here. Can he do it? Oh, that's sizzling from Neuer in goal. Quick break could be on. Wasn't a very subtle intervention, was it? With that free kick, but the goalkeeper had it covered all the way. A long way from the perfect pass.
That wasn't a good pass, was it?
Vinicius Junior, always very effective, and that was the case in the first half. What have you made of his performance up to this point?
Well, I'm sure the manager will be delighted with him. You'd have drilled it into them to keep their focus, keep playing through to the half-time whistle, and it's certainly put them in a good position to go on and win this now.
And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
It's a substitution for Bayern. Olise. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Oh, this is looking promising. Good defending in the end, and danger averted for now. Crossing possibilities. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Ready to break, perhaps? Oh, looks so promising. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance.
Well, what a dramatic finish we could have here. These Bayern fans are certainly ramping up the atmosphere now.
This could level it. Oh, he's missed it. He'll be kicking himself.
Well, the opportunity presented itself, and they really should be level. They have to be more composed, more clinical if they want to get back into this.
Rodrigo. Can he find the right pass? Tremendously strong in the tackle. Oh, and the flag goes up.
Well, he needs to be more aware there. He didn't work hard enough to stay onside.
They might not get too many more opportunities. Bayern have got to be positive. This could be the equaliser. There's some tension here. Oh, and there is the goal! Do not count them out. Even though they're playing with only 10, they're right back in this contest.
Well, here it is again. And I don't think it's good enough from the goalkeeper. You have to say that. He spilled it right into the danger zone, and at this level, you're always going to be punished.
At this late stage, Real Madrid doing everything in their power to grab a winner. Decent chance, and the keeper does his job. Brilliant. This.
Well, how important will that save be? That's a great piece of goalkeeping.
And Bayern will change personnel now. Over the touchline for what will be a Bayern throw-in. Really closing him down here. And a throw coming up after a really fine piece of tackling. Konrad Leimer successfully cut out the pass. Counter-attacking chance. Well, unable to hold his run, and that's offside. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. And support available. And level it is in the closing moments. Can Real Madrid change that? Not testing the keeper at all with that effort. Luis Diaz. And we are going to have 2 additional minutes. And how costly could that prove to be? To give them the lead here. And that is when you need your goalkeeper. And a Bayern corner in the closing stages. Can they capitalise on it? And so the final whistle has sounded, and this game will go into the history books recorded as a draw. What do you think the visitors will feel about what they put into the game?
You can't always be at your best, and on those days you have to grind out a result, and that's exactly what they did today. It was a really good late.
A riveting friendly coming up. One that will offer plenty of insight into the tactical... Hello, and delighted to have the pleasure of your company. We find ourselves today just a few miles to the north of the Marienplatz and the main Munich city centre. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say, with good reason. It is Bayern Munich versus France.
Well, it was a good contest in the last match, but neither side was able to find that winner. Today, I'd just like to see that little bit more ambition from one of the teams to go on and win it.
Well, here is the Bayern side. Manuel Neuer begins in goal. Jonathan Tah plays. Harry Kane! And a really effective parry by the goalkeeper. Takes aim. Splendid block. Chance perhaps. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. Able to skip past his man. What a save. The corner from Kinney. And he couldn't worry the keeper with that effort. Dembele. And fed forwards. And perfectly positioned.
It certainly needed that intervention.
Musiala. Conte has it. To connect, set through, and a goal! 1-0, and what a fast start they've made to this game. So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Time. Teamwork and passing in evidence. And that's really well read. The pressure was high, and they could be in here. And he's in an offside position. Koundé. Teammates available. But quick thinking defensively. And cleared away. A corner kick it'll be.
It's a case of just getting it away in those situations.
Well, punched away by the keeper. Harry Kane. Might be a chance to break. Well, that's good defending. Well organised at the back. Dembele. Trying to open up the defence.
Defenders so easily with a change of pace, and then it's a decent finish. That's a very good goal, you have to say.
Elise. Theo Hernandez. Went in strongly, decisively. Good use of advantage by the referee in Bayern's favour. Flag raised for offside. And the verdict is yellow card.
Yeah, clear decision for such a reckless move.
Oh, great vision. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? Is this the moment? And a goal! They would not let themselves get disheartened. Now they hold the lead.
Here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease. It's just a change of pace. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Corner kick to France. And a goal here would really change the complexion of this match. Great vision from Harry Kane. Real chance. The game has been turned on its head. They have never stopped believing, and now they sense victory.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace and transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and the timing of the run is just as good. As for the finish, it was never in doubt.
Theo Hernandez. Clean challenge. Harry Kane slips it through. Just needs to stay calm. A goal! That's two for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, I love this finish. No messing about. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. That's a good goal.
Dembele. And Kimmich. Oh, it's on! Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. No let-up on the pressing front. And there to intervene. And Kane might mean business. Well, it's not going to count. Flag up quickly then.
Yeah, he was offside by quite a bit there, and he knew it.